All right, are we live? We should be live.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High with your hosts, Matt McGregor and Tone Vase in Tokyo. Where are we?
Freezing Tokyo. Jesus. Yeah, let's get some confirmation that we are live. Twitter as well. And I am in an better now.
Oh, yeah, we're on.
All right. Oh, I don't know why it flipped screen share on us. That's backwards. I don't know what happened there. How do I turn off screen share? Stop sharing. There we go. And now I can restart share. Window. Okay, good. All right, business.
You'll have to turn.
I have to turn the audio off. There it is. I'm gonna pause it so I'm not wasting my data. All right, cool. All right, guys. And now I can show you guys Tokyo. All right. AV is good. All right, cool. Oh boy. I want to show you guys. We're on the rooftop of a really cool co-working space. Didn't realize I have two laptops to hold. And awesome co-working space. I'll show you guys where we are. So if you're in Tokyo, they host Bitcoin events here and all that stuff. In case you guys are wondering where we are, I'm gonna go to the map. This is me trying to figure out where I'm gonna go in China. But right now, we are over here in
Are you screen sharing?
Shinjuku. I am not screen sharing, which is even better because here we are. We are right here. This is called the Tokyo Bitcoin Base. Really, really cool. Tomorrow, we'll bring you guys a video from inside. They have this statue right outside the spot. Really, really cool place. It looks like this. And this is where we're streaming from today. And really, really cool place. Do encourage you guys to check it out. Or
We're sitting right there.
yeah,
right
this
now.
is where we are right now. We're sitting right here on these red couches. You can see the red behind me. So this is where we are right now. It's really, really, really cool spot.
And this is in a really fancy area of Tokyo as well.
Yeah.
This is a really good spot. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's not often I tell people exactly where I am, but Tokyo is one of these safe places. Crazy stuff going on in the world. We're not going to talk about the war in the Middle East. I should probably do a video on that on my personal channel. And I was like flying here for 36 hours, or 14 hours, and then Matt and I went out last night. So today is one of these days. I am not on screen share anymore. So we're back to screen share. Now we're going to talk about the price. Tehran, Tel Aviv devastated. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was even flying around the world, so it's been have not been able to keep up with the geopolitics because timing is always a disaster. But it is devastating what's happening, and it's I do need to do a show about it. Okay, so the month has ended. The candle is disastrous. There is a chance the low is in, but I give that chance less than 50%. Matt, you agree?
I'm bullish. I'm bullish.
Well, you're bullish right now, or you're bullish for the rest of the year?
I'm satisfied that the low's in. If that is the low, like if, I know that sounds crazy, but I think it's a significant and substantial enough low to be the low. It's not proven to be that yet long term, but I'm cautiously optimistic that it might be in.
So I completely agree with you, but my question is, right?
I avoided the question.
All right, okay, so you did understand the question. Okay, that's fine. So I will give the fact that the low is in a 40% chance.
Okay.
So I am 60-40 that this low will still be broken to the downside before the ultimate low. I still think there is, 60-40 is not enough to make a trade for the downside.
Yeah.
But it is enough to be very cautious on what's to come. So basically what I'm saying is, if I was to execute a position trade based on monthly candles, I wouldn't do it. I would only be trading Bitcoin right now using daily and weekly charts, not monthly charts.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing on that monthly chart
Right.
that suggests it's finished or anything, really.
So I still think there is a slightly higher than 50% chance that we break the low. But we're 1 month closer to a monthly MRI buy, which has only happened once or twice. I always forget if it was once. It was once. Only happened once. And that was back here with the FTX crash, right before it actually, in the last bear market. This should have been an MRI buy. This one candle kind of messed it up.
Yeah.
So there should have been an MRI buy down here. So if we go, this would be, if I had the numbers here, let me see here. This would not be it. This would not be it. This one. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would have been the MRI buy candle, which didn't mark the low. The following candle marked the low, and the candle after that marked the low close. So the MRI buy would have been very, very decent. I'm not going to say it would have been great or perfect, but it would have been decent. It would have been similar to this one, where we did make another low, but it didn't take very long on a monthly scale. Okay, so we're going to move on to, yeah, people want me to, yeah, I'll try to do a political stream on my channel. Now we're going to move on to the weekly chart. The weekly chart I like more. I would have liked it even more if the crash candle, this candle, was this week instead of last week. This will likely, so for me, how do I explain it? So you're good. You got your green diamond. You're in on a weekly scale.
Yep.
I'm not. For me, from a weekly perspective, I want to see an MRI buy while avoiding a double bottom. I say at the moment, we are kind of avoiding a double bottom because this is a very clean lower close and this is a very clean lower swing low. So the double bottom for now is being avoided, but we are forming consolidation at the bottom. So even if we get an MRI buy situation at the bottom here, if let's say we consolidate for 2 more weeks, we will catch an MRI buy. But the MRI buy will be in consolidation, which means I'm concerned, like the chart pattern of consolidating at the low, taking us lower, takes precedence over the MRI buy. Now, I would still take a swing at the MRI buy, but a very cautious swing, just like I said, on a monthly scale.
I mean, it makes total sense. And there's a question here: bear markets usually take a year, not 5 months. Now, that may be true, but what's I'm not suggesting that we're in a bull market now, as in the bear market's over. Do you know what I mean? That's not what I'm suggesting. We're 5 months into a bear market and we're over. Like we could meander down here in this like range, this lowish range for another 5 months, and then it's almost a year, and then before we change the wave green again and actually start to break out. Just because I think the low's in doesn't mean I think the bear market's over. From my definition of what a bull and bear market is, which is the color of that wave.
So let me answer you a different way. Yes, bear markets usually do take longer, right? But we have two interesting examples. One of them is we fell 50% in 2021, then recovered, made new highs, and then the bear market began. We're down 50%. So last time, this was also a confusing situation where we fell 50% in 3 months.
Yeah.
And then we can say that 4 months, right? So that was the topping candle, and then these three were basically a triple bottom over here on a monthly scale. We recovered, and then the real bear market started. So it's possible that this is a break in the action, but the break in the action is big enough for us to recover. You know, we can go up 60, 70, 80%, make a lower high or a higher high like happened back here. That's one example. The other example is, yes, I also agree with you, bear markets take more than 5 months, but we've never had such a weak bull market after breaking the prior all-time high. This was only a 2x move, which for Bitcoin is very little. So we also had a very weak bull market. So having a weak bear market, whether it's the bear market is weak in time or price or both, considering how weak the bull market was, ending a weak bear market is also would not be surprising to me.
Yeah. And the same fella just wrote the same comment. Bear markets in Bitcoin have always gone lower than a 50% retrace. We're only 50% at this point.
That is true, but the bull markets were also stronger, right? So you have to take that into account.
Yeah.
You can't, like the stronger the bull market, the stronger the bear market.
Yeah, with blow off tops and whatnot. You know.
So you have to, I'm just gonna close this here because I don't need it. I had like a second screen going. So as far as the bear market is concerned, I have this bear market chart right here, and according to this bear market chart, the bear market should end not much earlier than September. So that puts us in a little bit of a dilemma because the bull market was so weak. As far as the bull market is concerned, we topped where we were supposed to top. I got to put one of these things over here at the top. Right, so I got to copy this. Probably not the best time to do it, but I'm going to go right there. That was our top. This is epoch number 5 from, I'll fix the dates later, right? And I'll put the price in at 125,000, 24,000, right? So something like that. So we topped in the zone of a historical top based on a 4-year cycle, and now the bottom should come in September. But I'm going to be optimistic. I don't think we're going to be going down into September. I really think Bitcoin is stronger than that. All right, daily chart. Daily chart is, I got nothing.
No, we are putting in higher lows.
I like the fact that we've got above the moving average.
Yeah.
We have a double top from an intraday perspective, which is bullish. The lowest moving average is flipping. We never got a green star candle. I would want to see more consolidation and a breakout. I'd really want a lot more consolidation. I want to break out as close to the next moving average as possible so that the breakout doesn't get rejected by it.
Yeah.
So I would love to see a consolidation all the way into mid-March so that the next moving average catches up. So another way for me to try to explain it is, you know how I always say consolidations at the low are bad and weak?
Right.
But there's an asterisk to that I almost rarely say.
Time.
Unless that consolidation lasts for way too long.
Yeah.
I think you've heard me say that before, right?
Yeah.
So consolidations at the low are bad until they last for so long that the asset becomes boring.
Remember when Bitcoin in 2018, it felt like it stayed at like either 3,000 to 3,500 forever.
And it was even worse in 2015.
Yeah.
It stayed even longer.
It just stayed
like
there.
Here it is. Like it stayed there for like a year.
Yeah.
Right? So consolidations at the low are bad unless they last an unreasonably long amount of time.
Yeah, they don't like
and
it.
For Bitcoin, 4 months is a long amount of time.
Oh, especially when you're doing shows every single day. It's
right.
Really
exactly.
It's an eternity.
So while I don't like this consolidation at the low, if it lasts long enough, I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, I
agree.
I think it'll break out with a vengeance when it does.
So in this particular case, the closer the 128-day moving average is to the price, that's the 50, that's the 128. So the closer we are to the 128, like I don't want to see this breakout get rejected. I want the 128 to be in the vicinity of 70,000 and price in the vicinity of 70,000. And then I want to see the price break above 70, and now you have room until you get to the 200.
Yeah, I agree. Can you just have a look at the weekly for a second? Because I think a few of the oscillators are starting to get interesting to me. You can see, that the copy curve, the RSI is, at historic lows and it's starting to round. I don't mind that at all. I like that in general.
MACD is
historic.
It's historic low, and it's going to take like several weeks of upside before that reverses.
Right.
And I'm not happy with the CMF, but it is a higher low at this moment.
Yeah.
And this can turn very quickly.
And even you don't have on here the copy curve.
I don't have that.
Well, that's just fine. But you've got Socrates, Fisher Disher thing. It's starting to cross over as well on the good bullish cross down there at a low.
I kind of like this. Yeah, it's been going down for a while.
Yeah.
This might be potentially the longest stretch of going down. Well, no, this one was. But that was back in 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, we got
some signs.
It's not we got some potential here.
Yeah.
There is some potential. All right, I'm getting cold.
Yeah.
We gotta speed this up here.
Just an update on yesterday's show. Baloo and I have been doing our show, and another successful trade yesterday of 450 on one trade and another 200 on another, which was we put the trade on live on air. We'll be bringing those shows to you regularly. That's back-to-back really good trades in 2 days, so we'll keep those coming to you.
On a 4-hour chart, again, we got hope. All I can say, the name of the show should be hope, right? Like, there is a chance. There is a chance on a 4-hour chart. I like this consolidation. It just needs a little bit more and then break out.
Yeah, see the way you drew that line, that red line in? I prefer it as it's already broken on that candle and then came back and retested. Yeah.
Like that?
Oh, I don't know. I think you can pull that side up and make it sharper. Oh, shoot. I didn't know it was a touchscreen.
It is a touchscreen.
Yeah, I just like the idea that we've already broken that out.
No.
No. Not seeing it?
No, not seeing it. Not seeing it. We can... No, I can't even say it. Here's how I can say it.
Yeah.
I can say it like this.
Yeah, like that.
Right, if I draw it like that,
yeah,
then we broke the downtrend and back tested the downtrend.
Right.
But we're now testing the uptrend and we don't have much room.
No.
So
No.
it's I'm just gonna delete this line. I think
I think we're
no matter
stretching.
what, by the time we do the next show, this line should look very different.
Yeah, it does. It does. It
And
does.
on a 1 hour scale, I mean, there's just I don't have a trade. I don't have a trade from any angle. Like not a single time frame is giving me a trade right now.
And that's probably smart because we are range bound, and there's no reason to rush into any trades during the range bound.
All right, March 18th is coming up. We will see what that does. Maybe that's the day they settle the Iran thing, though I doubt it. I think that's going to be a multi-year debacle.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be blitzkrieg.
It might, because honestly, the U.S. has no ability to wage a 2-year war. Like they're not. U.S. doesn't have Russian or Chinese manufacturing ability, so they'll be out of weapons in 3 months. The U.S. will be out of weapons.
Oh, come on.
They have to end it. There's no way they can keep this up. They won't be able to keep it up. Also, the U.S. will go broke. They can't keep it up. So we'll see what happens on March 18th. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna sneak peek at the precious. Oh, look at that! Bitcoin is ticking up. I like that. Dominance, Bitcoin dominance is hitting a yearly high. Oh, July. So we're in March already. So 9-month high. Good.
What did the S&P do last night?
We're about to find out. Gold's pulling back. This is the weekly chart. So gold's pulling back. Silver pulled back. And oil, I'm sure, is up big.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. But it's on a weekly MRI top. So let's see how that works out for it. On a monthly scale, it's a 9-month high. Surprised. I really thought oil would be higher with what's going on over there in the Gulf. And on the daily scale, we got room to the upside. Yeah, it's a crazy situation. I don't want to say interesting situation because it's terrible situation what's going on. Absolutely terrible. There's no reason for this one. Dude, I'm freezing. We gotta end this. I gotta start coming to Japan. I'm going to mainland China and it's gonna be cold. I didn't even bring a jacket. I just have this sweatshirt. Oh, look at that. The Software Index. Okay, so that's helping Bitcoin a bit. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a day. We'll try to bring you another show tomorrow from inside the building. There was just a lot of meetings going on the main floor. All right, thank you all for watching, and see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.